Hey everyone! Welcome back to The Silver Lining here on YouTube, or welcome if you're new. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be continuing on with some holiday decorating and preparations. So if you missed my last video, I will link that above and at the end of this video so you can get all caught up, because right now the main level of my home is kind of a disaster. In fact, I actually worked on this and had to stop because I needed hanging up the painting that's going to take the place of this painting behind me, so I will enter that footage here. Typically when I switch out decor such as a painting or hang anything else up on the wall, I usually leave the little nails all year long. You can't really see them day to day. But in this instance, this particular shelf is new, so this whole arrangement is new in my living room. And the Santa painting that I'm going to hang up actually used to hang in my kitchen, but we redid the wall in my kitchen dining as well this year. It's a little bit more narrow than the painting that's hanging here currently, so I will be able to leave up the nails and hang it here next year, easy peasy. I do feel like the upstairs of my home took a little bit longer to decorate for the reasons that I mentioned before, with a couple of new arrangements, but also my daughter was kind of feeling under the weather and everything just seemed to take a little bit of extra time. At any rate, if you enjoy watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, and like I said before, I'll have my previous part 1 video linked at the end of this one so you can check that out as well. Today's video is a fun Christmas collab with some familiar faces here on YouTube and some new friends of mine as well. I hope that you check out the description box below, where you'll find lots of amazing inspiration and motivation from these fabulous ladies as we all work on prepping our spaces for Christmas by decorating and decluttering. Thanks to Melinda from Melinda Plain and Simple for telling me about this collab. Thanks to all the ladies for being super welcoming, and thanks to Danielle for putting this all together. I was not kidding you when I told you it was a mess up here. I actually, just before I was going to hang this up, I had to go down and get it from in the basement, and I also brought up 2 other bins that are labeled for upstairs. Yesterday when I was working, I pulled 2 bins that said upstairs and stairway. That was the decor that typically belongs anywhere on my foyer where you enter my home, and then upstairs and downstairs on the stairway. That's what I worked on yesterday, and so today I went down and got the bins that are actually labeled for upstairs, which will include more decorations for my upstairs living room and my kitchen and dining area. I was looking for some of the items that I used to style the shelves. Last year I had 4 shelves, and this year I have 3 wooden shelves, so I knew I was going to have to pare down and style differently. But in the meantime, I found this swag that I hang it up above the clock, and I actually ended up moving it to above the Santa painting, which I didn't show that, but I left this footage in here anyway. The other thing that was in this bin was some other flowers that I used to just kind of spruce up the space and make it feel a little bit more festive by adding a little bit of red pops here and there. These little guys were a gift from my mother-in-law one year for my birthday. And that's funny because my birthday is in May, and it's not the first time I've gotten something Christmas related for my birthday. So it puts a little bit different spin on Christmas in July. It kind of becomes Christmas in May. Bear with me as I figure out how to style these shelves. Remember, I said I went from 4 to 3, and I also have a few things that I know for sure that I don't want to put up, and I also am making a box as I'm going for the resale shop, and I have an appointment to drop off items this coming week. So not only am I deciding that I'm going to pare some things down, but I'm also making it a point to get rid of them. So that feels good. And I promise that once I figure out how to style this, it actually does look good. So bear with me. I'm also really proud of myself for getting that appointment set at the resale shop, because I'm getting all these things in well before Christmas so that maybe someone else can take delight in some of the Christmas items that I am bringing there this year. We can just add that to the list of reasons that I like to decorate a little bit early. If you're interested in seeing the transformation that my upstairs living room gets between moving these white floating shelves and also getting this big cube shelf that you saw me decorating the top of, if I can find the video, I will link it here and in the description box. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. Every year when I pack up my Christmas decorations at the end of the season, I am really intentional about what I want to keep, what really meant something to me that season, and what I look forward to putting out the next year. Quite frankly, it's just as important to be in the Christmas spirit when you put things away as it is when you get them out. Putting things away and having them in an organized fashion for your future self for the next Christmas really makes a big impact. I look forward to putting my Christmas decorations up every year, and part of that is because I know it was put away, organized, and in a way that makes sense for me to put it up easily and in a way that makes total sense to me. I've even gone so far as to leave notes inside of the boxes or inside of certain bags with certain things so that I remember where they came from or where I want to put them in the current season. You know the saying, things have to get worse before they get better? Well, I feel like I'm living in the midst of all of that right now. So the next thing I'm going to work on is my dining room wall here. I just have stuff everywhere. I'm actually in the midst of these boxes, and I need to get this stuff carried down. So some of them have lids on them, so some of it can get carried down, but then like these tins that I have over here on the kitchen table all go underneath of the white tree because it kind of is part of the decor. It really does feel good to start moving things around in a way that is putting them away and making a little bit better sense of everything. Something that I have mentioned before is that I try to be really intentional about incorporating the Advent season and the reason for this season into our Christmas decor. Maybe you're not religious, but I just wanted to show you guys this little Advent calendar. It just has the little shepherd, and every day you move him a little bit closer to Jesus. I just thought this was such a fun way to sort of count down to Christmas, but also incorporate some of that Christian faith that we are actually preparing for the birth of Jesus. The ornaments on this tree are really fun for us to put up and look at every year. I actually started collecting ornaments from different places that I visited well before I was married, but I have continued the tradition with my husband and my kids, and so this tree hangs all of our ornaments from different places that we have visited. We have a lot of fun reflecting back on our fun vacations as we decorate this tree. Also, as I was decorating this tree, I was working on paring down some of the ornaments. So since we've added several over the past several years, I can actually get rid of some of the other ornaments that were maybe just filler or generic and don't have any sentimental value. So that, along with some other things that I have found as I've been unpacking and decorating, makes for a pretty good sized box of stuff to get rid of. Finishing up this tree and underneath of it really did help me feel like, okay, I have everything in its place, or there's still a few things that need to be picked up and put away. So I'm going to start on that process now. I just have one other item to hang up, and that is a little decorative globe that was made by my daughter when she was younger. She made it in her grade school craft club. And it's made out of a whole bunch of different greeting cards, and I just love it for this time of year. It is so sentimental to me. I just enjoy the memories that so many of my decorations bring me as I put them out. And as my kids get older and move out, then I do see myself paring down quite a bit, but for now, I love doing it. They love seeing it all just as much as I do, and we have a lot of fun decorating and getting into the Christmas spirit together. So now that I have that hung up, I just kind of want to go through and straighten everything else up, put things away that need to be put away, and put the final touches on the upstairs of my house. If you're interested in a little bit of tidying motivation, stick around my channel and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss a future video. But on Tuesdays, I am part of a collab with several other amazing ladies here on YouTube, and on Tuesdays we tiny tidy. And so you can see the full video of me tidying after my Christmas decorating, as well as getting ready to move downstairs and decorate our main tree and our mantle. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me today. Like I said, be sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss what's coming up or coming down the pipeline. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.